Chapter 1. The Shroud of Morning. In the cold, grey wash of dawn, the coastal town of Gray's Haven lay blanketed in a mist as dense and impenetrable as silence itself. The air, heavy with salt and mystery, clung to the ancient cliffs looming over the tumultuous waves below. It was here, at the edge of these ruins, that tranquility met an unsettling end, with the discovery of Dr. Eleanor Finch's lifeless body. Constable Jamie Harlow was the first to arrive, breath visible in the frigid air as he surveyed the scene. Eleanor lay as if captured mid-fall, her once brilliant eyes now dull, lips slightly parted, as though whispering secrets into eternity. Around her, remnants of archaic tools lay scattered, a juxtaposition of history intertwined with modern tragedy, echoing the enigma that Gray's Haven had become. With cameras clicking and voices hushed in hurried reverence, the police sealed off the site. A crime scene within history's cradle demanded a delicate touch, and the local force knew their limitations all too well. The call went out, summoning Dr. Alex Hartman and Dr. Isabelle Monroe. Chapter 2. Two Minds, One Purpose. Dr. Alex Hartman had a mind like a steel trap, each piece of evidence a cog in the intricate machinery he unfailingly assembled. Tall and introspective, he bore the weight of truths untold, a guardian against the chaos of uncertainty. His partner, Dr. Isabelle Monroe, was all vibrancy and intuition, a woman who straddled the line between the living and the lost history with ease. It was this balance between them that had solved mysteries deemed unsolvable. As they entered Gray's Haven, a place where history lingered like the omnipresent mist, Alex felt the town's eyes upon them. The news of Eleanor's death had permeated every tavern and home. Isabelle, unfazed, admired the ruins dotting the cliffs, each stone whispering remnants of an era long past. Their first stop was the morgue, where Eleanor's body lay. Dr. Hartman examined her with a meticulous eye, noting the bruises on her temple, the cryptic smudges across her palms.
Isabelle stood beside him, lost in thought, before stepping away to glance at the personal belongings recovered. A battered notebook and a single gold coin engraved with symbols she recognized from Eleanor's studies. She felt an unsettling pull towards the coin, as if it too bore witness to Eleanor's final moments.
Chapter 3. The Historians. Gray's Haven, a town rich in stories as deep as its cliffs, was a melting pot of tales both preserved and forgotten. Its historical society, once a beacon of knowledge, now divided by ambition and rivalry. Amongst this tapestry of passion and resentment, Eleanor's death resonated, stirring intrigue and suspicion. Dr. Hartman and Dr. Monroe began their inquiries at the society, where they met its embattled members.
Professor Richard Mays spoke with clipped authority, his disdain for Eleanor barely masked. His words were a carefully curated facade, but beneath lay a lifetime of frustrated ambition.
The younger scholars, however, whispered tales of Eleanor's latest revelations, of hidden treasures she claimed to have uncovered, though not entirely substantiated with evidence. Isabelle sensed their fear masked beneath intrigue. Among them was Anna Bridger, an archivist whose quiet demeanor hid a fierce loyalty to Eleanor. She shared snippets of conversations once thought inconsequential, hints of a discovery that Eleanor saw as her magnum opus, but had not yet revealed to the world. Anna's revelations of secret meetings and whispered threats painted a landscape as convoluted as the ruins themselves. Chapter 4. Shadows at Dusk. As dusk settled over Gray's Haven, Alex and Isabelle walked the cobbled streets, the air thick with the scent of the sea. The townspeople, though respectful, were inherently curious, their gazes lingering a moment too long. Alex thrived in these interactions, unraveling nuances in casual remarks and accidental slips. They visited the local pub, where stories flowed as freely as the ale. Here, among the dulcet tones of a musician by the hearth, Alex observed faces flushed not by warmth alone.
A man named Thomas, whose reputation as a smuggler preceded him, carried a particular interest in Eleanor's death. His words were laced with insinuation and bravado, implying knowledge he lacked or perhaps had yet to reveal.
Isabelle found herself drawn to a corner table, where Samuel, a recluse and Eleanor's closest confidant, sketched abstractly in a worn journal.
His eyes, sharp and mistrusting, greeted them with reluctance. He spoke of nights spent in Eleanor's company, discussions not merely of history, but of a future bound to the past, a treasure encapsulated in the myths of their town.
Chapter 5. Beneath the Surface. The cliffside bore stories in its jagged face, secrets etched by time. With Samuel's reluctant guidance, Alex and Isabelle traced Eleanor's last known path. They traversed the rugged terrain, the wind a low whisper through the crevices, as if the cliffs themselves murmured tales of old.
Isabelle kneeled beside a weathered stone, her fingers brushing over engraved sigils. They matched the design upon the coin found clutched in Eleanor's grasp. This was more than mere history. Nearby, Alex discovered fresh scuff marks upon the rock, indicative of a struggle. He recorded every detail, his mind reconstructing a scene the world could no longer witness.
The artifacts Eleanor collected puzzled Alex, not for their historical value, but for their sequence. Amidst the fractured relics, he detected a narrative, one telling of conflict, of people reaching across centuries for discovery or destruction. It was a story not of just ancient times, but of pressing human motivations. Chapter 6, Private Eyes.
Isabelle knew the value of understanding those who rarely spoke, the quiet ones who observed from the periphery. Seeking Anna once more, she probed deeper into Eleanor's ambitions and fears.
Anna, haunted by memories she could not yet decipher, recounted Eleanor's obsession with a prophecy linked to the ruins.
This prophecy spoke of wealth and knowledge, buried and protected by a curse as old as the cliffs themselves. Eleanor, driven by a burning need to prove herself beyond mere academic legacy, pursued it with an intensity that eclipsed caution. Isabelle listened as Anna revealed an unexpected connection, Eleanor's unrequited love for Professor Mays. The rivalry more than academic, yet never voiced. Anna's testimony painted Mays not as just a critic, but a man scorned, potentially driven by motives far beyond those visible to the naked eye. In this truth, Isabelle sensed a deeper wound between past and present, one possibly enraging enough to end a life. Chapter 7, Threads Unraveled. Alex delved back into the analysis, dissecting every shred of evidence. The bruises on Eleanor's body aligned unnaturally, speaking of a deliberate act. The mystery was further compounded by a digital anomaly, a message on her phone mentioning a meeting below the cliffs on the night before her death. In a town rife with whispers, this message was both a testament and a trap.
Isabelle, with her intuitive grasp of the ethereal, connected, seemingly disparate occurrences, she discerned patterns in history and science others missed, including a discovery that Alex overlooked, a discrepancy in Eleanor's last published papers, where lines had been altered, subverting her true intent.
Their conversation with Samuel revealed a revelation untapped.
The sketches in his journal, cryptic at first, were depictions of conversations with Eleanor, translations of ancient scripts that told the tale of a communal treasure, locked beyond time, guarded by a trial of loyalty and intellect.
Chapter 8, The Telltale Sea. Upon further examination of the ruins, Isabelle unearthed markings consistent with a navigational map when correlated with the sketches. It suggested a treasure of sorts, not in gold, but in knowledge, a key to unlock more than just myths. Simultaneously, Alex unearthed an unexpected truth from Thomas, coerced by an implied threat, revealing Eleanor's last encounter not as scholarly, but adversarial, with central figures eager to claim dominion over her discovery. This collective web of secrets, laid bare by strategic deduction, posed more than just fatal consequences. A historical rivalry entwined with personal vendettas lay unmasked, confirming Samuel's understated fears and May's frustrated arrogance. Intertwined destinies marshaled by envy and ambition. Chapter 9, A Symphony of History. In the final convolution of truth, Alex and Isabelle confronted Mays, the truth of the artifact's significance thrust before him.
Mays, poised to renounce long-buried emotions, revealed his naive passion for Eleanor, twisted over time to jealous obsession. His actions, intended to assert authority over a legacy larger than life, led to a physical altercation beneath the cliffs turned deadly.
While a lucid confession took shape, an unforeseen realization emerged. The knowledge Eleanor guarded was neither tangible nor desired. It was a key to understanding, one to redeem broken souls and divide by time. Her prophecy, fulfilled not in material gain, but in understanding shared, was her true legacy. Chapter 10, Whispers Echoed. With the case unraveled, Grayshaven resumed its enduring rhythm. Truths once obscured by time walked to the surface under cautious eye. In the town that balanced at the fringe of reality, Eleanor's legacy cast shadows not as darkness, but as guidance. Alex and Isabelle returned to their lives, their souls imbued with echoes of stories more vivid than fiction could paint. The town of Gray's Haven remained etched within their memories, enriched by the synthesis of history and humanity. For Eleanor Finch, her story lay not only in books or discovery, but in every whispered breeze across the cliffs. Her name eternally inscribed in the whispers of the forgotten, a testament both to what was and to what might still be revealed with time, patience, and understanding.